Hello, friends. Please tell me if you can hear and see me. And I'm having breakfast, so. Oh, turn that sound off. Hello. Oh. Thanks all for coming. It's lovely to have you. How are you? How is everybody? I have everybody's names here for the giveaway, but I haven't split them all up yet. So I'm going to be doing that while I try to finish my breakfast and say hello to you all. Oh, you're good. Hello. Oh, there's a few of you here. Lovely. I'm good. Thank you. I had a bit of a sleep in and a lie in. So I'm kind of just getting out of bed and everything. So that's why I'm a little bit, what is this? What is this? I don't know. This is just, my hair's a little crazy. That's just how it is. Just ate cake. Yum. Nice, Laura. So we are here because I haven't done a live in a little while and I thought it would be fun. I'm about to go do a chore. Fair enough, Dylan. Have fun. We're here because I wanted to do the announcement for the winner for the giveaway. Hi, Rose. Hi, everybody. And also, I just thought we could hang out and chat. And also, Veronica, hello. Hi, Trisha. Also, my latest video talking about community negativity and stuff, or negativity in the community and whatever. Oh, shit. Oh, that's okay. I thought I ripped someone's name in half, but I didn't. I was surprised by how well received that was, but I usually am by any discussion video I put up. So thank you for that. Even people who kind of expressed, that they had different thoughts, pretty much everybody did so in a respectful way, but I think two. And so I was, that was amazing. Thank you. But there were just a few things that I realized from the comments, kind of like a theme or a few themes where I feel like I sort of, due to editing and, me being a human being, whatever, perhaps I could have clarified better or said a few things. So I just want to kind of, I don't know, clear up a few things that I said on that, if that's all right with you guys. Oh, scissors is quicker. Who'd have thought? Oh, I included my own name there. Whoops. I just copied all the comments and then got rid of the comments. And it was a lot more. There was a lot of comments on those Reading Rush videos. So in case you missed it, it's too late now. Sorry, but I did 4 reading vlogs last week, or like about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago. That were really fun, and I was giving away a book from each of the videos. So, and the way you entered was by commenting on those videos. So these are everybody who commented, and if you commented more than once, then, you're in here more than however many times. My computer hates me. No sound is working. Switching over to my tablet. Oh no, Thea. I personally love the video, Katie. I found you to be so eloquent. Thank you. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll watch it after this. Okay. I haven't seen your latest video yet. Laura, I know. It was in a video in response to Annabelle Wen and Joey Morris's latest. Well, they did a live chat, which was amazing, and there was just some things I wanted to kind of talk about because I'm I'm one of those people with an opinion. Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to talk about here while I'm doing this, if you guys don't mind, was the fact that I filmed 1 hour and 18 minutes worth of footage for that video. Obviously, that's not literally an hour and 18 minutes of me talking. It's a lot of it is, but it's also, you know, me thinking about what I want to say and like rephrasing something because I stuttered a little bit or something, whatever. Still, there was a lot of footage, and I realized that I didn't want an hour-long video for that topic. So I cut it down a lot, and I tried to focus on kind of 3 main points. And in particular, I wanted to focus on the Patreon aspect because Joey had said, like, brought up the topic of her noticing that a lot more people now are kind of choosing to escape a lot of the negativity by going over onto Patreon. And I am one of those people. So I just felt like I had a specific, I wanted to touch on that in particular because it was like that was a experience that Joey spoke to that I have. So I wanted to kind of talk about that. However, in doing so, I realized that video, a lot of it was about Patreon and why I'm on there. And I had a lot of people then kind of saying that they wish they could be on Patreon with me, but, you know, for whatever reason, they don't have access to that money every month, and that's totally fine, or whatever. Like, I just realized that a lot of it was focused on Patreon, and I just kind of wanted to clarify that it wasn't an ad for Patreon, right? Like, I did actually have quite a few people sign up, and thank you. That's very nice of you. But I want to be clear that there is never any expectation that you sign up to my Patreon. I'm so thrilled that the 70 or 80 or however many people are on there at the moment are over there. And like I said, it means so much to me. But the whole idea of the Patreon was that I had that space so that I could continue making free content on YouTube. And basically how I see my Patreon is essentially that the people over there have decided that they value my content enough or whatever, that they want it to keep being free on YouTube. So they're essentially sponsoring this content. Does that make sense? So I don't make particular like Patreon exclusive videos every week or anything like that. Like, you're not missing out on video content. This content here that I make, I would have stopped making without the Patreon. So it exists because of the Patreon, but it's still free because the Patreon allows me to do that. Does that make sense? We do cool stuff over there. We have a Discord where we chat and hang out. We do a book club. I do a live chat over there every month. So there is stuff that goes on, but it's not the only way to say that you appreciate my content and you value it. Yeah. And I did kind of start to talk about that at the end of the video, but the video was getting really long. And so I kind of didn't talk about that as much as I could have. And so I wanted to just say that you don't have to be part of my Patreon. If you don't want to be, or you can't be, or whatever, like, that's totally okay. Some of the ways that you can support your creators, like I kind of put a lot of emphasis on the commenting in that video, because that's kind of like my favorite thing is when people comment. But there's lots of ways to support your creators that doesn't involve any money. A big one is honoring and respecting their boundaries and celebrating the fact that they have boundaries. Sharing their content with people that you think will also appreciate it or like it. If they share a tarot spread, you know, maybe doing that spread and tagging them on Instagram or something. Like, I think it's engagement with the content that makes this rewarding a lot of the time. Does that make sense? Hi, Butterfly. Hi, everybody. My computer. All right. I do have some other notes, and I'm getting through these, and then we will do the What other notes did I have? The other thing, I didn't provide really specific examples of the kind of negativity I've received. And a part of me wanted to, because I don't think it's easy to kind of not be aware of how fucking awful some of that stuff can be. But a lot of it, I would just straight up have to provide a trigger warning for. Like, it's fucked up, some of it. And I suppose the point is that I would consider those trigger warnings 100% necessary. But I don't get the opportunity to have a trigger warning when I get those comments. You know, like, there's no special box that those comments go to that I know to prepare myself. You know what I mean? But I think Benabel also spoke about how the comments that are hardest are the ones that kind of hit a shadow. And for me, the main ones are the ones that are about mental health, to be honest. And for those of you who don't know, I attempted suicide in 2013. And I've been honest about that since the beginning on here. And I don't think there's any point in me pretending that that didn't happen, because most people know at this point. But the fact that that's information that's out there is fuel for a lot of really horrible, really horrible comments. And some days I'm good and I'm fine, and other days, like, I still have bipolar. It's just a fact, right? So some days those are really hard to read, and that's kind of fucked up. But I don't really want to. I think people should be aware that content creators get that sort of stuff, as well as like violent stuff and like sexually explicit stuff. And like, I think that it's important for people to be aware that that is the sort of stuff I'm talking about when I'm saying it's horrible. It's not just like people disagreeing with me. It's really horrible stuff, but I also don't want to share it with you because it's awful and I don't want you to have to hear it. Hi, Sassy Rita. Hi, Raven. Hi, Anna. Don't use the F word. I don't know if that's directed at me, but do you think someone can make a living by creating on Patreon? I think some people can, but I think that would be more people who make like really specifically Patreon content. Like, I think Jessie Huntingberg looks like she's doing pretty well over there. So yeah, I think some people can, but I think they'd be the people who are putting a lot of work into Patreon exclusive content for the most part. Or people who have content like ContraPoints or something, where people just like really value that content above and beyond. But yeah, I think it's definitely the exception to the rule, not the rule, if that makes sense. Melina, hi, can we ask a question here and you will do a tarot spread? No, I'm not doing readings or free readings or anything like that. I'm just hanging out and then giving away some free books. People who would be mean and horrible over a suicide attempt are just evil people. Yeah, I think they don't like me for some reason, whether that's because I'm a woman who's sharing her opinion online. That's the thing that people really hate. Or if they just don't like me because I talk about politics stuff, or I don't know, or because I'm doing paganism wrong, whatever it is. They don't like me, and that's that's a sore spot. Like, you go for the jugular, right, if you're going to attack someone. So yeah, and that's what I mean about making yourself vulnerable. Well, one of the things I mean about making yourself vulnerable. And I suppose the other thing I wanted to talk about, if you'll allow me, I know we're kind of rambling and I'm making that negativity video basically part 2. But how do I say this? I did also say in that video that I did not feel valued by the community. Hi, Sonia. How are you? And that is true, but it's true in a specific way. I don't know how much I want to say because I don't want to start drama because that's not what I'm trying to do. But I also want to give context to why I said that. So bear with me. I'm going to do my best. Basically, that was specifically in relation to, I know a lot of you will know the specific, the event, but I know a lot of you won't. Basically, some shit happened in 2018, and I feel like some people think I still go on about it too much, but like it fucking mattered to me, okay? Some shit went on in this community in 2018, and I had some thoughts and feelings, but ultimately I don't want to focus on the event itself. I don't want to say I don't care because they're two people with feelings. Like I'm not interested in the event itself as far as a discussion topic's concerned, right? I'm interested in the fact that after that happened, a big part of this community, not the majority, but a big enough part of this community decided that bipolar was an easy scapegoat, and for like 2 or 3 days went on and on and on about how just all of the horrible, stigmatized, discriminatory stuff you can say about bipolar, that's what was all over this place and Facebook for like 2 or 3 days. And I think I realized while making that video, actually, the negativity video, I think not only did that hurt because I'm someone who's bipolar and the community that I loved and felt safe in before made it very clear through their actions and their words that I was not. But beyond that, I think the reason I did not feel valued is because I had spent the previous 4 years or 3.5 years, whatever the fuck it was, a lot of content and videos putting myself out there as an example of someone with bipolar to try and normalize it, of trying to educate people about what it is and the fact that I'm a human being and all of that. Like I had kind of put myself up as an offering to this community of an education opportunity. And when I saw all of that, it kind of was like, the fuck have I been doing for the last 4 years? I've given my story. I made myself so vulnerable in that way. And I told myself that it was making a difference. And I think it did make a difference to some people, in particular to people who share my experience. I still get messages from people saying I have bipolar, or I have anxiety, or my daughter has bipolar, whatever. I get a lot of messages from those people. I'm shaking because I'm nervous. So I do think it mattered. But at the same time, it felt like it mattered a lot less than I thought it did. And am I making sense? Like, you don't make yourself that vulnerable for funsies, right? You don't tell people about, like your whole journey and all of that. I did it because I thought I was going to make a difference and I was going to help people break down their own stigma, and they were going to learn and grow, and this community and everybody in it was going to be better and more aware and all of the things. And then it took one shitty thing to happen for me to realize that that was just 100% not true. And so I think that's why it affected me so much. And hi, Sweet and Wild, I appreciate that, but please go watch my video about, I don't think that's helpful. And I know you're trying to be, but I don't think that's helpful. Hello, though. I appreciate you being here, but I don't love that. Critics are just critical and they don't really need a reason to be vile. If they don't like what they see, they could go to another channel. Totally. Totally, they could. Nadine, thank you. I remember that. Your feelings about that are valid. Yeah, I was hurt. I was really hurt for me, but something takes over me. And Sammy Menzo has explained to me that this is my Sagittarius rising. My Libra sun is all like, keep the peace and like diplomatic and let's see things from both sides. And then I get to a line where my Sagittarius rising just takes over and says, no, that's not fucking okay. And in my disappointed video, you can search my channel. There's a video called Disappointed. I think you can see that I'm seething. And I'm seething not for me. For me, all of that shame came back. I was upset. I was hurt. I felt betrayed, all of that stuff. But I was so angry for people like me who had to see that. For the people who were, sitting in the back of the room who don't have a channel, who thought they were safe. I was furious. I think that's my Sagittarius rising. So yeah, like that's when I said in my recent video that I did not feel valued. That's what I meant. I did not mean that nobody has ever been nice to me on here and nobody has ever shown me that they valued me. I have certainly felt so valued by a lot of people, and I worry that in that video I didn't express that enough. I do not feel at all like nobody has ever given a shit about me on here, or like nobody has ever supported me. A lot of you have, and like it means so much to me that you have. So I'm sorry if I sounded like I didn't care about that or I didn't value that in return, because I was thinking about something quite specific and I didn't want, I hope I don't sound like I'm dragging up drama for the sake of it. But I did want to kind of explain where I was coming from when I said I did not feel valued. I felt like, yeah, I don't want to, I was about to repeat myself, but I'm not going to do that. Hi, everyone who has come in since I first said hello. I'm mostly lurking because my computer is struggling over here, but I love hearing all of this, Katey. Lurk all you like. That's all good. Hello, Katey. Hi. Totally just spelled your name wrong, but just ate a bad curry. That's a valid excuse. I love that, Sweet and Wild. I quite appreciate the way you expressed yourself about, oh no, it jumped. I hate when it does that. I quite appreciate the way you expressed yourself about that situation in 2018, but I never did know the details of the situation or the people involved. Yeah. Thank you. I don't think the details matter so much anymore. I mean, I'm like, if the people involved want it to matter to them, I'm not telling them it doesn't matter. But as far as I know, I don't want to murky the waters of this conversation by making it personal to individuals. Do you know what I mean? And I think when I tried to raise that conversation, it was in part shut down because people thought, or some people decided that it was an easy way out to make it personal, rather than, I don't know, are we capable of nuance and of separating the two? I'd like to think so. It must have felt like all that vulnerability thrown back in your face. Exactly, Sonia. I think that's, yeah, definitely. Yeah, like those people really didn't get you or see you or appreciate you. Yeah. The fact that I'm human. Wow. Yes, girl. Breathe. You're speaking very well. This is meaningful. Thank you, Butterfly. There's always going to be idiots no matter what you do. Yeah. Thank you, Laura. Katey is live. Yes. Hello. Libra Sun. Yes, I'm Libra Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Capricorn Moon. And my tea and my toast are getting cold because I ramble so much. Honestly, I truly appreciate that you're sharing your story, and I think you're amazing and brave. It helped me, and I'm sure it helped lots of other people too. I like to think so. I mean, because like that's sharing my story is something that I've done a lot of outside of YouTube too, mostly in schools. And yeah, like I was all down that. I think I still do believe it. I just don't have as much faith in it, of like that lived experience stories can, have so much impact on changing how people view things, and they're breaking down stigma. And I like to think that's true, but yeah, I don't know. The case study of me in this community, I don't know. And like, I know that wasn't everybody who did that, but it was a significant enough amount of people for it to be not just one or two idiots. It was a big, decent size portion of this community. And I know a lot of them thought they were defending someone they cared about. But if you have to resort to discrimination and stigmatized, hateful language about a group of people who already experience so much discrimination and stigma and hate, that's not how you support someone, by tearing down an entire group of people. Like, that's not it, sis. I truly appreciate, I think I read that one already. Thank you, Charlie. Your honesty won't change people the way some people are. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but I realized that I'd done my best, right? I'd done my best. I'd given what I could, and I'm glad that I gave that, but I'm done. I wasn't able to continue doing that. And that makes me a little bit sad. It makes me a lot sad. And I know that some people who have a similar experience to me feel also sad that I'm not kind of representing them in a way anymore. I don't know if that's the right word. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I had to hand over that banner for now. Like, I couldn't keep pushing in the way that I had after seeing all that, and continue feeling safe, basically. So yeah, I hope I've made sense. Yeah. Okay. Did I have any other notes? I'm sure I did, but I'm a bit flustered now. I wrote this. I wrote myself notes, but my notes are all like paragraphs, so I can't just skim them. But the last one I wrote is a short thing. It said, the vast majority of interactions I've had are positive. I'm aware of this and hugely appreciative, but that doesn't mean that waking up to some comments is just fucking hard. So there we go. I hope I'm just gonna blow my nose. Hang on. Because when you're Katey Flowers, every season is hay fever season. The INFJ door slam. I'm an INFJ. Is that what you mean? Fuck. You're making sense, and I get it. I still had issues with vulnerability and jumping back in because I got burned. Yeah, that's fair enough, Veronica. Sagittarius rising, buddy. Yeah. People will see truth as weakness and will prey on those who open up. I call them vampires. I'd never heard of this term, INFJ door slam. Oh, it jumped again. My son is autistic and I have a long-term major depressive disorder since I was 7. I know a great deal about the nature of people. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Not drama, context. Thank you, Sonia. I like to think so too, because I hate when people are so vague that there's no point to what they're saying. But yeah. So thank you. Oh, that's a good look. Was that about the Shane and Hermits thing? Yes. But like I said, it's not so much about them as individuals. It's about what went down in the aftermath. I went down that road of hoping against hope, that knowing me would, in my case, break down racism about my ethnicity, had a similar disillusionment. That sucks, Sonia. Okay, I'm back and eating dinner. Hi, Dylan. Enjoy your dinner. Thing is, there is a plateau with the level of maturity of some people. Creators who are more developed may find the feedback quite limited from certain comments. That is easy to see with YouTube. I hadn't thought of that. I don't know. I kind of like to think we all have so much potential. What are we talking about? I'm kind of still just talking about like extra stuff from my recent video. I hate how the chat jumps. It's so annoying because then I feel like I'm missing people and what they say. So I'm very sorry if I skip over. Brave, smart, I admire how you set your boundaries. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I think I'm often a bit slow in setting my boundaries, but once I get there, they're fucking set. INFJ door slam is real, Katey. We reach a point where we just burn it all down. Yeah, that I like just fucking burn it down. Like I'm done. Like I kind of like will bend over backwards to try and see people's point of view and to like maintain the peace and, you know, be educational where I can be instead of confrontational. But then I just hit this point where I'm like, fuck you and everything and everyone you stand for. And so yeah, if that's called the INFJ door slam, I feel it. Most of my life I've worked my butt. Oh, I'm sorry. I was halfway. Hi, Corvin. Hi. I'm also INFJ. Yes, only heard about INFJ door slam last year, but wow, did it resonate? Yes, I've only read one sentence about it, but it sounds pretty accurate. I use tarot for my husband's severe delayed onset PTSD, depression, and anxiety, and with my kids to help them understand their emotions. That's amazing. Dylan, hope your dinner is better than my dodgy curry. I was just watching your latest video. Oh, Laura and Eris and a few other people are doing that, like 31 days of witchcraft or something. I watched their first videos, but I have to go back and watch more. Like button, please. Get someone who hypes you as much as Butterfly hypes me. I love it. Thank you. Most of the poets I know are INFJ. Ooh. Every tarot chat, I feel slightly left out being non-INFJ. At least we're Sagittarius rising together. That's all good. I so rarely meet any. I don't know how to pronounce that surname. I've never heard it before. And I don't want to try and insult everybody. I'm in Iowa. Lol, Laura, our token INTJ. I'm like, whenever I've done it, I haven't done the thing in a long time, but whenever I had done it, it was like, I was always like 51-49 with the P and the J. So I'm like really, really close on the P and the J, but the rest were pretty solid, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I think I've ranted on enough about, but yeah, this is basically like a follow-up to my last video. But thank you all for listening. I appreciate it. And I think the main thing I wanted to kind of get across here today is that I feel a bit bad about the way that I said that and worrying that people thought that maybe I never felt valued or appreciated. And they're like, but I've been sitting here watching you for 4 years and commenting all the time. And like, what, you don't care that I've been here? Like, no, I do. I appreciate you so much. And if I hadn't have had that, when all of that shit went down, I just wouldn't have bothered. Like, it's because of all of you who have still been so kind and supportive and wonderful that I, as upset and angry as I was, I still wanted to be here. So it's not that I did not feel valued by anybody or by a lot of you. I certainly did. but it's certainly, yeah. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with that line of. Brienne, hey, Katey. I've been here for the last 20 minutes, but computer won't let you speak, Katey. Circle keeps going around. Aw, well, when you do watch this back, hello. Thank you for popping in. And you're one of the people who've been around for a long time, and I appreciate you. My best friend is INTP. Did you ever get to watch Picard? No, not yet. To be honest, I haven't really watched much TV or shows or anything. I've been reading quite a bit the last week or so and playing Animal Crossing and watching YouTube. That's all I do. We're on the last sheet, folks. Is it good, though? I haven't heard a lot about it since it came out. I know everyone was super excited. I have nothing but praise for all the creators who come on this platform and are brave enough to share themselves every time they make a video and share it with the world. Thank you. Oh, Alana, that's lovely. Yes, I'm cutting up the names. Hi, Nikki. How are you? I love Animal Crossing. I know. I'm obsessed. My island is 4 stars now, although I'm kind of one of those people that I've decorated very specific spots, but the rest of it's a mess. But yes, I got my I think it was yesterday or the day before, I was officially 4 stars and I was really excited. I've watched Picard and I really like it. Nice. I have Animal Crossing, have a video showing your island. What fruit and flowers did you start with? I don't know how to record. I know how to record short little snippets and put it on Twitter, but I don't know how to record a whole thing. I'm cherries. I started with. And do you start with a specific flower? I had hyacinths, I think, are the main one that's all over my island. Yeah. And my 2 first villages were Coach. Oh no, has my thing frozen? No, it looks okay. And you can look him up, Coach from Animal Crossing. And I was not impressed. I was like a jock. I don't need to be reminded every day that I'm not exercising enough. Thank you very much. But he is my favorite. I'm obsessed with him. He's so funny. I just love him. Renee's okay. She's kind of some days she's really fun and other days she's kind of a bit nasty. Not nasty, but I don't know. And then I also have Goldie, who's adorable, and Rex, who I love. He's the sweetheart. I'm trying to get rid of Keaton because he was the one that kind of came to my campsite and forced himself to move in, and he's all right. He's kind of cute sometimes, but his house is stupid. And I have Olive, who's kind of cute, and I have a bear called Pinky, which I was really excited about because I really want to get Rosie because one of my best friends, my work bestie, her name is Rosie, and it's a cat and she loves cats. And then I ran into this bear who's kind of this chubby pink bear who is a bit over the top but really means well, and her name is Pinky. And my friend Rosie has nicknamed me Pinky. I don't remember how or why, but she calls me Pinky. So I was that bear is me. And then I just want this cat called Rosie. So Rosie and Pinky can live together. Yeah, it froze for a little bit there, didn't it? I hope it's okay. I know zero about Animal Crossing. I had never heard of it until days after its apparently hotly awaited release. Yeah, I'd heard of it, but I'd never really played it. I think I did have it on my DS, but I never played it. But I've now spent I think I didn't get it straight away. I think I got it a couple of weeks after it came out, but I've made up for lost time. and it's been the best thing. I've loved it. It's so good. I was worried I was playing it too much, and I had an appointment with my psychologist, and she's like, is it really a problem? Or is it just a nice, relaxing outlet while we're in the middle of a global pandemic? And I'm like, I'm going to take that as permission to continue playing multiple hours a day. I did also, though, I think I was not happy with how much I wasn't reading. So this week I started listening to audiobooks and podcasts while I was playing Animal Crossing. So that was good. I listened to Come by Rita Therese, I think, who's a Melbourne sex worker. That was really quite beautiful and emotional, actually. It was a memoir. And then I listened to Red at the Bone by Jacqueline Woodson, which was really good too. So I'm enjoying that. And then Laura, I read the second one in the Murderbot last night. I finished that last night. And I really liked it. Thank you for letting me know it was a series, because I really enjoyed that. First video game I've played, but has been a great stress relief, definitely. It's just they're so cute when they just like stand there singing. Or like Coach the other day was like running back and forth, like doing his little Naruto run. And I was like squealing. I was laughing and crying because I don't know whether it's just I'm going a little bit mad being in isolation for so long. But it was just so fucking cute. I just loved it. Where was I? I tried to get into Animal Crossing when I was younger, but I found it kind of boring. Yeah, I think you have to be in like the right frame of mind for it. I think I've missed some things. Sorry about that. I do love a good video game. I've got a Wii with an emulator. Nice. I'm a long-term Animal Crossing addict, so it's nice to see all these new people getting into loving it. Yeah, that's what I do too. Also watch YouTube videos while playing. I do that too, especially I've been watching a lot of reading vlogs, because like that's my favorite content to make at the moment, so I'm enjoying watching it too. Did my first reading for myself today, and it's been a couple of months. Nice. Your ability to get through books and the range of genres you read is so inspiring. I'm like physically, I'm quite a slow reader. Like I basically read at the pace I speak, sometimes even a bit slower. I think that's because I wasn't a reader as a kid, so I didn't like develop very well. But when I get into a book, it's like all I want to do. So I will like happily read for many hours a day. And yeah, I do. Spoilers for a video that's coming up. I did there's only 35 of you here, so I feel like I can tell you. Because you all know it's my secret desire to become a booktuber. I decided to do the booktuber newbie tag, which is designed for people starting a channel. Been here for 5 years, but I thought I'd introduce myself to booktube and see how it goes. Anyway, one of the questions was, what sort of books do you read and what are you going to talk about? And I was just like, I don't want to sound like I'm one of those like people who think they're really cool and they're like, I listen to so many different genres of music or like whatever. But like, I don't really have a set genre of book that I'm into. I think I definitely read like a lot of nonfiction. And I feel like there's a certain vibe to the nonfiction I read, but I still do like, I do my best to cover quite a lot, and I get bored if I'm not reading different types of things, which means I'm probably not going to be a very good booktuber, like, because, you know, people follow people because like they love fantasy and this person reads a lot of fantasy, or they love romance and this person I just read a lot of whatever the fuck I want. So yeah, I don't know. I'm watching the Netflix series Once Upon a Time. I feel like, was there an older series called that? Or is there a new one? Yes, Murderbot. The novel comes out May 5th. Oh, so tomorrow. Apparently has art in it. Oh, that's exciting. I just finished all 4 novellas. We'll take a break before the novel. Oh, cool. Yeah, I really like it. And I like how at once human, but also so not human the main character is, Murderbot is. And also I love how funny it is. And like the relationship with art and just the fact that it was calling. Oh, I just love it. I love it. Like it's really tense and action packed, and I like that it's short, so it's just kind of like the pacing's really good, but also it's really funny. I like that. I've been playing a lot of Terraria with my best friends. Oh, what's that? Nikki, yes, I'm the same. And in the winter, if it's not the computer, it's my fingers. Oh, cold. One of my villagers, Melba, Koala, asked if she could call me Butterbean. Oh, see, my nickname on the island is Goalie because Coach, the jock. I can't remember. He gave me a reason too as to why, like, because I was kicking so many goals or something, so he wanted to call me Goalie, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cute, like Coach calling me that. And then Goldie, who's all like sweet and shy and quite like, she came up to me one day all like, Katey, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I heard Coach call you Goldie, and I really would like to call you Goalie also. And I was like, oh, fuck me. They're so cute. So my nickname is Goalie, which doesn't really ring true at all, but I don't know. I kind of love it. Same, I'm a slow reader. Yeah, I want to be a booktuber too. I'm totally here for Katey the booktuber. Katey is the crossover my heart needs. I love that. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? How freaking cold is it in Melbourne? I know. Oh, it's just like it just happened. Like only a week or two ago, it was really lovely, and now it's like it's fucking cold. And I'm mad because I feel like we missed summer. Like we had summer, obviously, like the bushfires. But I mean, I had to spend so much time inside in summer because of the smoke. And then like the whole of autumn, which is such a lovely time, we were stuck inside because of the virus. Like, I don't know. Melbourne winters I have grown to not hate, but in large part that's because I enjoy the spring, summer, autumn period so much. And I make the most of it. And I'm a bit salty that it's getting cold and I haven't been out bushwalking and I haven't, you know what I mean? So I'm a bit salty. You'll have a following of people who also like different types of books. Thank you, James. I appreciate you saying that. Oh no, Wellness Witch. I hope you were better soon. How cute though, Butterbean. Yeah, that's cute. It's probably better that you have a wider interest in genres. Variety is good. I certainly think so. Books, like, it's such a great, oh my God, I forgot. Blair made me a tea. Don't tell him I forgot to drink it. He gets really salty. No, he like does the whole shake his head when I'm like, baby, will you make me a cup of tea? And then I forget to drink it. And then it goes cold and I'm like meekly pouring it down the sink, hoping he won't notice. And he's like, you forgot to drink that tea I made you, didn't you? And I'm like, I'm sorry. And so then clearly for the rest of the day, he's not interested in making me a cup of tea, which I don't blame him for, but just don't tell him about this one, okay? I agree with that. I tend to have nonfiction and fiction at the same time, so I can pop in and out as I need breaks. Yeah. I'm not always great at reading more books than one at once, but if I do, it's always a fiction and a nonfiction. But I tend to I will like read a few nonfiction and then I'll be like, okay, now I just need some fiction. Do what makes you happy, Katey. Thank you, Sonia. Whatever the fuck I want, great attitude. Yeah. Oh, stop skipping, and then I missed what everybody's saying. You have great content, Katey. I love you for all you do in our tarot community. Thank you, Brianne. That's very nice of you. One of my villagers calls me Highway and the other calls me Puddin'. Oh, my God. My partner has started calling me Butterbean. Oh, that's fun. How far is that? I'm missing something like that. I don't know what that was. Picard is really good. Good to know. I'm sure we'll get to it eventually. Pretty much the only thing I've been sitting down to watch, like with Blair, is on Thursday nights, the MSO, the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, has been like live streaming one of their old concerts. So that's kind of our date night at the moment. We make dinner together and then we sit down and watch the MSO. Last Thursday they did Hungai. Is that the name? It's like a Mongolian throat singing band or something. And I forget the composer's name, but it was like this mashup with like the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra and this kind of rock folk band from Mongolia, I think it was. I can't remember. And it was just really cool. In previous games, sometimes you could have like 2 or 3 nicknames floating around because sometimes villagers would ask for nicknames ideas and come up with themselves. Cute. I don't drive, but I'm expert in driving games. Nice, Dylan. I love Goldie calling you that. Goldie calling that. She's an angel. I know. Coach is a little trendsetter. Who says that booktubers have to only do one genre? No, I know they don't have to, but you know what I mean. As far as best practices go on YouTube, you are supposed to kind of stick to your niche, and I'm all out here like, nah, fam. Icy week. Blair didn't watch the replay of this video. Katie did not drink the tea. Yeah, it's cold. It's stone cold. Beautiful nails, Kate. Oh, I haven't done my nails in like weeks. Thanks. This is just like they're growing out and haven't put any polish on them or anything. You know why I stopped? This is going to sound silly. I've had my nails done pretty well consistently for the last, since I was in hospital. That's when I started doing my nails a lot. But because we're at home, and that means like Blair's working pretty like full time and I'm not. So that means I'm cooking usually breakfast, lunch and dinner for us. He will often help, but like for the most part, I'm doing the cooking. And normally in our everyday day to life, Blair does the dishes because it fucks my nails. So that's like a job that he's taken to doing so that I only have to do my nails once a week instead of like every other day. Right. But in this isolation thing, after like a week, when you're eating at home for 3 meals a day, you have to wash your dishes multiple times a day. And I felt bad. Like he's working full time and also doing dishes 2 or 3 times a day. I was like, no, I'll start doing the dishes. I know it's really noble of me, but anyway, so that's why I haven't done my nails, but they're getting very long. Hopefully I'll be able to start doing them again soon. When things get back to normal, please come visit me at Savers in Ringwood. Oh, Ringwood's a long way for me to go, but I do love Savers. Butterfly now. Don't be telling Blair nothing on Katie. I got to go now. Sister is calling. Oh, bye, Brian. Thanks so much for coming in and saying hi. I stick to my niche. Like I will never do content on exercise or nuclear physics or exercise. Oh, Butterfly. Well, look, fam. I finally got, there's a lot of comments. I'd originally wanted to print out all of your like comments as well and read the comment, but when I pasted it all into Microsoft Word, it was 70 pages long. So instead, I just decided to do the names. But should we draw the winners? I need to blow my nose again first. Hang on, sorry. Okay. So, wait, I should have got them all out. What was the first one? It was this one and that one. And then I've left Split Tooth out in the lounge room, but that's okay. I'm going to have a bit of my cold toast. Still nice. Okay. So our first book that we were giving away is the reprinting of one of my favorite books ever. It's Encounters with Nature Spirits, Co-Creating with the Elemental Kingdom by R. Ogilvy Crombie. This is so cute and sweet. I hope whoever reads this likes it as much as I do, or even close, because it's just adorable. Have you ever wished for something with your whole heart? As a child, R. Ogilvy Crombie, or Rock as he is known, which I love, made a wish as he dropped a penny into a wishing well. He asked to be able to see fairies and talk to them. In Encounters with Nature Spirits, we follow Rock's path as many years later, and his original wish long forgotten, he comes to meet the small fawn Kermos in the Royal Botanic Garden of Edinburgh. This is Rock's initiation into a conscious discovery of the realm of the elementals, where eventually the great god Pan reveals himself. In his conversations with Pan, elves, and other nature spirits, Rock realizes that the elemental realm is vastly more powerful than our human kingdom and possesses an ability to create far beyond our human means, as he witnesses in the famous Finhorn. Is that how you say that? Finhorn Gardens? Anyway, it's basically really super cute, and Rock becomes like BFFs with this cute little fawn and hangs out with Pan and learns about the elemental kingdom and all the fairies and stuff. It's really cute. So let's see who wins this. This one. Whale Song 81, Laurie. Okay, very cool. I can contact Laurie. I don't think she's here. That's all good. Thank you, Butterfly. Next, I think, was Witchbody. This is a graphic novel, which was quite good. Very, very pretty. And I think a few people, and I had the thought too, of even if you don't love it, it'd make a good coloring book. So this is number 2. What time is it for you there, Katie, Monday morning? It is just about to turn 11 o'clock. Love her. Yay. Yes. Me too. Laurie is wonderful. Skylar fucking Hayes. I don't know. I don't know. Do we want to send it to him or should I? No, I'm kidding. Skylar. Had to get hubby out the door for golf. Nice. 9 p.m. here in bloody Skylar. I don't know if he'll want this, but I feel like if he doesn't, Sammy can steal it from him. Okay, next one was Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, which, oh my God, I still have the receipt in here. Oh, no, that's from something else. Never mind. But this was, I remember my mum listening to this in the car a lot. I think she was in our 3rd vlog. So if you haven't met my mum, she's amazing. She's in my vlog. And I asked her some bookish questions, and I asked her what book changed her life. And it wasn't this book, but it was by the same author. But I remember her listening to this a lot as well. And so I thought we'd give this one away. So Atlas Beck. Yay. Atlas, I don't think I have spoken to you outside of YouTube before. So if you can, I don't know if my email address is still working. I kind of let that lapse. If you can leave a comment here of maybe if you have an Instagram, leave a comment here of your Instagram name or handle or whatever it's called, and then message me on Instagram. And if you don't have an Instagram, leave a comment below and we'll talk about how I can get your details. But Atlas Beck, how exciting. I know these are just secondhand books, but I thought it was a fun little thing we could do. And then Split Tooth, which is out in the lounge room and I don't feel like going to get. And whoever reads this, I'm very curious to hear what you think of it. Because it's unusual. It's unique. But it made me feel a lot. I'm still not really sure what I think of it. But I certainly remember how I felt. So, okay, who's going to win? But also just keep in mind the trigger warnings. It's pretty intense. So, Patty Anderson. Again, I don't think I have spoken to you outside of YouTube before. So, comment down below your Instagram handle and then message me on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, comment down below and tell me, and we'll figure it out. But Patty Anderson, split tooth is yours. Yay. Okay. Well, that was fun. Thanks to the rest of you. I have to say, I was surprised by how many comments I got on those videos. Like, I know I was doing a giveaway and like comment and you'll enter the giveaway, but so many of you, even though I think that like encouraged you to comment, you really took the time to like leave some really thoughtful comments, some really interesting ones. And I got to chat with you about books and stuff, which was so special. So I know, like, I don't know, I feel like it ties into the negativity video where I tried to impress upon you how significant comments are. I know sometimes you kind of feel like, oh, I don't really have anything valuable to say. I feel like that a lot when I go to comment on people's videos, and I don't always comment on every video that I watch. I think it's hard to, but Skylar, what did you miss? Oh, should we just let him watch it back and find out? I'm just going to let you watch it back and find out. Yeah, point is, comments really mean a lot. Thoughtful ones that provoke discussion, or ones that kind of challenge and get me to thinking in different ways, and ones that are just nice. Like, comments are the best. So even if, yeah, I don't know, I just really appreciated having all those comments on those videos because they took a lot of work to make. I loved making them and they were a lot of fun, but kind of having all of that discussion and chatting and hanging out with you guys made it really special. So thank you all so much for taking the time to leave those comments. I really do appreciate it. James told me, yeah, this is yours if you want it. Yeah. So I'll message you later. Yeah. Comments are the very best, definitely. I need to make I do try to make an effort to comment on the channels that I watch at least kind of semi-regularly. Like, I'll be watching their videos and then I'll like make a point to comment at least sometimes. Even if I'm just like, cool video. I think it just like, you know, it's one thing to see 50 or 100 or 500 or whatever views on a video, and like that number ticking up is kind of cool, but I don't know, for me at least, like the number itself is not rewarding, really. I think it's supposed to be, maybe it is for some people, but I don't know. It's hard to, I don't know. I think a number, it just feels like a number. It's hard to kind of contextualize that as like individuals interacting with your content. So when people take the time to comment, it's like, it's just really special. It is. So thank you all so much for taking the time to do that on the vlogs and anytime, and for hanging out and chatting here. As a lurker and a relative newbie to doing stuff on YouTube, it's good to know more about the importance of comments and interacting with content. I definitely get that you probably don't want to comment on every video. And I know that some people have reasons for not having accounts, and so therefore they can't comment. Totally fine, I get that. But I'm more trying to encourage people maybe like you, Nadine, who, yeah, kind of just like watch and enjoy, but haven't thought about how much that means to us. And for my part, I don't get back to every comment at this point, especially if you leave a comment on a video kind of like a week or two or months after the fact that it's gone up. But I think I read every comment. I read every comment that YouTube lets me know I get anyway. And I try to heart comments when I've seen them, so at least you know that I've read it. And yeah, I still try to do my best to reply to comments, and I think I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, it means a lot. It's so good to be a commenter because my brain can only generate video good me like. Video good me like, yeah. And I get like some videos I kind of like just want to sit with and think about, and sometimes I tell myself I'll come back and comment later, and you forget, and that's fine. Like, I'm not saying you have to comment on every video, otherwise you're a terrible person. Just maybe have it in the back of your mind to, I don't know, make an effort to, if you watch every video that someone puts out or you've been binge watching their content, make a point to comment, I don't know, once a week or once a month or whatever makes sense to you. Just letting them know that you're there. Yeah, I don't know. It's a big thing. It means a lot. Yeah, comments are the best, especially those that show they've watched for even 5 minutes. Definitely. Yeah. I just wish that my content could lead to clients for my Etsy readings. It's tricky. It's a tricky world, isn't it? Hopefully they will soon. You've been really kind of sticking with it, which is cool. Agreed, Laura. YouTube isn't email notifying me of comments anymore. It used to. I try to read them, at least heart them, but I know I've missed some. Yeah, I turned off all those notifications. Speaking of negativity, I used to have notifications for comments turned on until in January, our good friend Candy, aka, I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but anyway, decided to have a good fat go at me for how I was responding to the bushfires. Or how I was, in their view, not responding to the bushfires, despite the fact that my grandparents' house came within like 100 meters of them. I struggled with that time and getting those really nasty comments from them. I decided to turn comment notifications off because I know that this person has a habit of creating new accounts and comments in all different accounts. But what they do is they comment and then delete the comment because they know that it comes through as a notification, but then you can't respond to it. And you also can't click on their account to block them or delete them or report them. It's a tactic. So I decided to turn comment notification off so that if they ever fucking try that again, I just don't see their bullshit. So it doesn't work on me. It does make kind of catching up with all of your comments a little bit harder, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job. But yeah, if I don't respond immediately, that's why I turned off notifications, because some people are dickheads. And also I think it's probably healthier to kind of set aside time to be like, okay, for the next hour, I'm going to look at my comments and reply, as opposed to, oh, I got another comment, I'll come and quickly reply. You know, like it's kind of that whole idea of you check your emails once a day instead of just responding to every email when it comes in or whatever. I don't know. I just went on a little tangent there. I will have the 100-Year-Old Man delivered on Tuesday. I got the second of that book delivered yesterday, The Accidental Adventures. Yeah, I haven't decided if I want to read the second one yet. But if you do, please let me know if you liked it. It's 3 a.m. just coming in to say hi. Hi, Jezebel. How are you? Sweet dreams. Hi, Justin. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Comments can really make my day, honestly. Yeah, totally. I know you've read mine every time. I do my best. I think most channels that do monthly zodiac readings or weekly get clients, however, it might take a while to build a following or clientele. I think so. I think especially because there's so many people doing that sort of stuff at the moment. I think it takes a while for people to build up trust and rapport with you, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I'm no expert in that, but I hope it goes well. You have such a good heart. It's nice to know it matters. I try, but yes, it matters a lot. Shoot, I have to go. Bye, Corbin. Thank you so much for coming and saying hi. She has the worst time. Say hi to your mum for me. My comments can be extremely long, but I try to cover my entire thought. I think it's great. I love, like, I'm happy with small comments that just kind of let you know that someone's there or in recognition of something that you said. But the comments that kind of open up for a bit of a chat are great too. So it's good. It's good. Good call. Thwart the tactics of the bullshit. Yep. Butterfly, if you don't want to make long vids or do those readings, you could try those on Instagram. Oh, you're clever with the strategy. Yes. I try to leave comments when I can, but I often feel I either have too much to say or nothing at all. I get that. I get that. I haven't seen many on Instagram though. Maybe it's just me. That's absolutely awful. The lengths that people go just to make other people feel low. Yeah. This person's a bit of a serial offender, or not even, like, they're one of the worst on this platform. Like, we know them well, a lot of us anyway, been around for a long time, and they can be really nasty. And I don't know, they might still be hanging around, but because I don't get notifications anymore, I don't know. I think one of the first videos I found of yours was for Mons Tarot, and I was so sad it wasn't available at that time, but I backed this run on Kickstarter. Nice, Elizabeth. I like the way you talk about your content. You are very clear in expressing your thoughts, and they are genuine in my eyes. I'm happy to watch whatever you share. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I try. I don't know that I always succeed in that, but I do my best. Yeah. I don't know. I've done everything I came here to do. So is there any questions you guys have for me? Anything you want to talk about? Or are we, I'm just going to have butter on my toast. Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about. Otherwise, we can wrap up. Thank you, Alana. You like my new deck interview spread? That's not new, and it's not really mine, but thank you. Guess what? I ordered a bunch of decks for Mum's Day for myself. Some are due to arrive tomorrow. Amazing. Are you going to do some videos on them? I'm very curious to see what you got. That's a nice present, though. How exciting. I love waiting for posts for mail that I bought myself. I should probably head out for the night. This was fun. Talk to you later. Thanks for the chat. Thank you, Laura. I'll talk to you soon. I hear a lot of people are ordering a lot of decks and divination systems recently. Very cool. One person said they bought 17. I haven't bought any decks lately. The last one I bought, wait, how do I do this? Was Children of Litha, which is still in the box. I haven't opened it yet. I bought that in January. How about more tarot cards? What's that for? Yes, Children of Litha is amazing. Yeah, someone, we did a trade train on my Discord in January, which was super fun. And someone, while I was asleep, posted the Children of Litha, and I'd never seen it before. And so obviously I didn't get it off them, but I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I went and bought it. But I haven't opened it yet because I want to do an unboxing, but I just haven't been in the mood. Maybe I won't do an unboxing. I don't know. I haven't felt like I want to open it yet. So it's just been sitting there since January. But every time then I see a deck. Actually, no, I lie. I have bought another deck, but it hasn't arrived yet. I pre-ordered the Star Spinner. Is that what it is? I pre-ordered it and it was supposed to come like early April. And then I emailed them and I think they sent it like 2 days ago. So hopefully it'll be here soon. So I'm excited about that. Where was I? Some decks have been so inexpensive on Amazon lately. Oh, cool. If you do make an unboxing, I'm sure people will love it, but only do it if you want to. Yeah. Thank you, Matthew. I text lost a card from my original OG deck. Someone happened to post an obscure over 10-year-old deck, my only deck, for $20. I don't quite understand. Sorry. I lost a deck. Lost a card from my original OG deck. I bought 3 tinned decks. Nice. Tin decks are fun. I have the Minute Tarot, but I don't keep it in the tin. And I have the Liminal Tarot, which I do keep in the tin. My toast is cold, but this is such nice bread that I don't care. We managed to get to the bakery, not yesterday, but the day before. It's a really nice bread. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I might go edit that new booktuber tag. Which feels absurd, me uploading that when I've been on YouTube for 5 years, but I want to do it anyway. Will you be sipping on your cold tea? No. I don't like it when it's like room temperature. I just backed a new campaign recently on Kickstarter, the Divine and Play Tarot. Cool. I haven't really looked on Kickstarter in a while. Oh, and I have also pre-ordered the new Fantastic Menagerie Tarot. I really didn't need to. I own the original, but I really wanted to see what the new one's like. And it's like, Samantha Menzo, hello. Can you believe that Skylar Hayes won a giveaway from me? I really want the Fantastic as well. I can't wait to share it with so many people. Yeah, I love that deck so much. It's honestly, it probably is my favorite deck ever. If I had to, like, in terms of one that I love using and that I just adore it. It's so funny. Oh, I did get the Chicoli from the TS. Oh, you ordered from our shop? Is that what you mean? I know a few of you have ordered from the shop, and thank you so much. Yeah, I love my shop, and I love that they're supporting us. And yeah, plus we're like a little indie esoteric bookshop in Melbourne. Like, yeah, I can because he came and bragged about it literally 2 seconds later. Of course he did. I was just telling her the good news. I can hear her laughing in the other room. I pre-ordered the Fantastic Menagerie because of getting to know it on your channel. Oh, exciting. I love it. I just think it's the funniest. Can you list your shop info? Yeah. Oh, whoops. There. We're at the TS. We're in Melbourne. We're currently on Russell Street, but we are moving to Little Collins. Little Collins? Flinders Lane. It's been so long since I've been in there. But we're in Melbourne City. And at the moment, I think I can't remember what Perry. Oh, yes. We're doing online orders. I think we're shipping out every few days. And postage within Australia is free for orders over $50 at the moment. So, yeah, pretty cool. And we have a lot of tarot decks. I don't know, if you're ever in Melbourne, come visit us. We have so many tarot decks. It's amazing. So if you troll, I hear it first. Wait, I'm just figuring out that Samantha Menzo and Skylar Hayes live together. Yes, they do. I feel like Skylar's their pet. Is that appropriate? Worldwide shipping. I know we have shipped to New Zealand. I think that would probably cost more, though. I don't know. I think you'd have to give us a call or email. Maybe email and Perry can get back to you. My guy and tarot came nice and quickly. I will definitely come to your shop next time I'm in Melbourne. Yay, Thea. I just fucking laughed so hard. I was like, is that inappropriate or is that hilarious? I feel like you guys, you get my humor, Sammy. So, yeah. Oh, I love the two of you. It's almost bedtime here and I'm going to do some quiet time. Lovely. Well, thank you so much, Butterfly, as always. Appreciate you. And I'll see you around. Have a good evening. I think I should probably head off and do some reading. I haven't decided if I want to read the third Murder Diaries book straight away. Also, I kind of feel like reading an Agatha Christie. I've never read Agatha Christie before, but all of a sudden I want to. And then also I have a few audiobooks. I don't know. There's just so much to read. I feel like I'm finally getting in the groove of social distancing. I really struggled for the first 5 weeks, lost my mind a little bit. But I feel like I'm getting in the groove now, you know, just as it's going to end soon, but that's okay. I also have so many, like, look at these. I got some more manga in the mail. I did do a manga unboxing, but I haven't edited it yet. And I'm not sure do you guys want a manga unboxing video? But also I got these. Look at them. Look at the size of them. I don't know if these are any good, but I heard people talking about them online. So I got them because, you know, that's what you do. They're so huge. They're like 1,000 pages or something. Like 700. Paradise Kiss is amazing. Is it? Good. Okay. I thought I know. Sure, I'd watch a manga unboxing video. Okay, cool. Meaty books with pictures. So it makes it a little easier. Because I'm very intimidated by large books because I'm such a slow reader. If something's over 400 pages, I have to like think really carefully about how much I want to read it. But so I'm actually still a little scared of this. But I don't know. I feel like it'll be a bit easier because it's pretty pictures all throughout. Manga's like great in that sense that it's so quick to read. And I always feel like a little pepped up when I'm like, oh, you finish 3 volumes of manga, which might take 3 hours. Because for me, they take between like 45 minutes and 2 hours, depending. So maybe you finish 3 volumes of manga in a day and you're like, I read 3 fucking books in 1 day. Like, I know it's manga, so it's different, but it still feels pretty cool to like stack them up and be like, shit, yeah. I'm curious for a manga unboxing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did like a haul because I ordered a bunch. It's manga and it counts. It definitely counts. I think manga counts. It's valid and amazing and it's incredible, but I more mean like, you know, 200 pages of manga is different to reading 200 pages of a book in terms of how quickly you get through it. And yeah, it's fun. That is a fun, satisfying feeling. Take the win. Definitely. The Fist of the North Star considered manga. I don't know. Never heard it. Never heard of it. I don't know. I have to finish reading Pun Pun because I've read up to volume 4 and there's 7 and I have them, but I've just found the first one, it was dark, but it was still funny. The last 3 I haven't found funny, so I'm just finding it a bit harder to get through. And also I want to keep reading Children of the Whales, which I really love the story and the world building, but I'm not really invested in the characters. So like I love it when I'm reading it, but I'm not like desperate to get into a new volume when I finished, if that makes sense. Your hair is getting really long, Kate. I know. I'm one of those people who doesn't get a haircut until I desperately need one. And I desperately needed one at the start of lockdown. So now it's just getting anyway, it's annoying me at this point. I mean, I've had long hair before, but at least like the front bit was cut properly, you know. I need a good tarot book with story. Does this exist? I don't know. I ordered recently a copy of the Victorian Regina Tarot. Ooh, I did have that at one point. It's really pretty. We all feel we need a refresher. I think so. I kind of had a little moment where I wanted to shave my head. And then I knew that even if I thought it was a rational decision, given my history, I'm sure like my family and Blair would like worry that I was having a Britney moment or something. I watched a lot of episodes years ago and loved it. Oh, is that? Yeah, very cool. Well, friends, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Oh, thank you, Alana. I just hopped out of bed after watching it last night. But thank you. That's very nice of you. Well, thanks, friends, for hanging out with me. I will contact Skylar and Laurie, and then who were the other two? Patty and Atlas. Comment below if you have an Instagram, or comment below and tell me you don't, and we'll figure it out. But I'm very excited to send these to you. Like I said, they're just secondhand books, so they're nothing fancy, but I hope they arrive at your door and make you smile. And I don't know, either you'll be seeing a newbie booktube tarot tag or a manga haul soon. I don't know. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out and letting me clarify and ramble so much of the negativity stuff at the beginning. And then, yeah. Thank you all so much. I will see you soon. Take care. Be well. Be safe. Much love.